Oh yeah,
Oh
okay,
no.
then he's in
Oh
trouble.
no.
These are the men of the moment, Pragg and Fabiano Caruana. Round 7 of the Grand Chess Tour event in Romania. One of these guys lost in 33 moves, pure self-destruction. It started like this, great battle, always is between these two. What happened? Well, a Ragazin variation to start with. Fabi whispers whoosh, many top pros do. Pragg so inspired, he does it back here. Looks like he's about to win an entire bishop, but here comes the seahorse, saving the day. Bishop d2 breaks the pin. Now this is tried and tested grandmother theory. We saw it recently even at the Candidates Chess Tournament. Bluebaum on the white side, played Anish Giri, lost that game. There he played knight g5 in this position, very ambitious. In this game, the more common queen c2, backing up, and Fabi fights for the centre, straight away. Pawn recaptures here, knight's going into the blender, bishop takes, and we get the 0-0-0. It's party time. Not sure what's going on with my arrows, but this is fun. Both players want the kill. And what's so cool is how Fabi drums up some initiative here on the black side. Now the most common way to go here is king b1. Sometimes a bit of f3 business, looking for a pawn storm. But this was played by Pragg. An innocuous looking move, but can get scary. Eyes the king, f4 could be on the way. In this game we get rook d8, e4 now selected, blocking the bishop, but we're going to see what it's preparing. First though, Fabi rolls out the all-star idea. The advance of the c-pawn. It's a deep gambit that he's setting up. Boy does he know his openings. Clearly uses Lotus Chess, by the way. Use it yourself if you want to skyrocket your opening ratings, right? And your endgame stuff. It's so good. I use it most days. Kind of addictive. It's like a game. You don't even feel like you're learning, to be honest. The link is below. Free to give it a go. Get started. Do try it. Now we see this f4 move. Pragg gives a roar like a mighty chess lion, and it forces Fabi to give up his bishop. So Pragg has the bishop pair. The centre, he's going to attack over here. How can this be okay for black? Well, watch this. Rook d1, and here it comes. The explosive c4 on the board. It's a pawn sacrifice, a gambit just to activate pieces, just to win time. Bishop d3 playable here, but it's kind of a drawing variation actually, because black can attack it with the queen. You get a mass liquidation after pawn e5, won't go down the line, but it heads towards a draw. This, however, was played. The more ambitious try, pieces on the board, tension, fight. b5 now from Fabiano. Of course he's throwing the kitchen sink. Huge pin down here, so always play king b1. Now we see a5 on the board, storming away. This is of course coming very, very soon, and so that's why Pragg fights back over here. Hits the bishop. It retreats. Best way to play. Now we see takes. Queen recaptures, and the way to play here is queen b3. We're in the back cave. Not played. Why is this best? Well, you can get a line something like this. Black wins back the pawn. White wins back the pawn. After the pieces get exchanged, this is just one sample line. Yes, black's a pawn down, but active rooks. Watch out on your back rank. Don't sleep on that. But it should be enough to secure a drawn game, despite being a pawn down. But no queen b3. f5. Pragg's going for the jugular, but this is Fabi. He's just switched on now, self-destruct mode, has Pragg. Doesn't find rook c1, which is the best move. Defend your queen, prepare for b4, then you can survive that position. Not played. He goes e5. And although the pawns look super impressive, the bishop could come to life, the queen may be over here one day, there's a big problem. You've just unleashed the stallion. It's centralised. It's pressuring the bishop, and there's a second point. Rook d2 is now apparently best, but who's finding that? Horrible move to play. Pragg goes queen e2, and this is a problem. Not only is this a good move to rip things open, but even stronger, Fabi playing like a machine. Knight f4, and you hit the queen, and you pressure the g2 pawn with queen and knight, and you just can't defend it properly. Say you try this, whoop, there's the queen hook and ladder checkmate, or tactic, let's say. You rip the ladder out from under the queen and then win it. And if you don't do that one, you try and step up. Now you take, rook recaptures, and you win a free rook. So queen e4 doesn't work. Queen f3 doesn't work. This one's cool. Bishop's trapped. Wow. So in the game, we saw queen g4 going for the pressure, the checkmating attack. Think this, or f6. If f6, there's knight e6 though usually. And that's why b4's played. b4, you can say, Fabi, show us your big bird outfit. We love it. He's on fire. In and off the chessboard, or on and off the chessboard rather. We now see takes here. It's the top engine line. Rook c1 is tried. Desperately going for this pin-win business. And although you can play pawn push check, it's not actually the strongest. There's an incredible study-like win here. Queen g2. Now it wasn't played, but this is the top line. You go rook h2 to try and defend this mate. The queen was threatening to take here and checkmate. Then you check. King a1 is the top line. And now you sacrifice the queen. This is so cool. It brings the rook in on here, and there's no queen defense now from f4. So the queen bounces back to f4. Of course, if takes, queen, back rank issues. But now the all-star idea in the combination. Rook c4. And you're removing the queen as the defender of c1. Queen e3, rook e4. If queen g5, pawn h6. The lines go on like that. You're basically trapped now. Can't stay on the diagonal. If you try some wackiness like this, you're just lost. Coming in like that. So cool. Fabi misses it. He plays rook b8 instead. A blip on his record of an awesome game. Almost perfect. If rook c2, you can liquidate, and this should be winning. Black swarming now. The white king exposed. We didn't see rook c2. Pragg tries to keep it closed like this, but here comes Fabi with the tin opener, ripping open the queen side. Queen f3 goes for some resistance, but shouldn't be enough. This was played, but it's absolute desperation. Fabi shuts down any ideas of a3 supporting. e6 tried, queen c5's a cute tactic, and after the king sidesteps, Pragg doesn't even flick this one in. He just moves the queen with just a second to go on his clock. c2 played and resigns from Pragnananda. Move 33. You can try this, but it goes nowhere. Resistance is futile, as the Borg would say, because now you give check from the long diagonal and it's just leading to a mate. And you just can't avoid these lines. The queen can't actually stop these checks in any sensible way. The rooks are way too powerful, and the queen. Great game by Fabi, but with some big help from Pragg. That blows the tournament open because Windarov also took down Keimer, all to play for at this Bucharest tournament, Grand Chess Tour event. Hope you enjoyed this one. Have a look at the video on screen. I'm off to play some chess now myself. I'll have to get a members only video up of the game or something. And do send me your game suggestions and that kind of thing if you want me to cover in the members section. Hugely appreciate your support and hope to see you soon. Cheers.